Of all the status symbols that billionaires could use to flaunt their wealth, perhaps a private jet is one of the most lavish choices. Private jets cost millions of dollars, and only the wealthy can afford to own these toys. They indicate wealth, status, and importance. Warren Buffett is one of the lucky billionaires to own one. He owns a Bombardier Challenger 600 and says that the private plane makes his life easier and better because he travels much as the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. When Buffett purchased the jet, he named it the Indefensible because of his past criticisms of such purchases made by other corporate CEOs. After using the jet for a while and realizing its value as a business tool, he renamed it Indispensable. But what other interesting features does this plane have? In today's video, we will discuss the exciting features of Warren Buffett's Bombardier Challenger. Let's dive in. Bombardier Challenger 600 Overview. The Bombardier Challenger 600 is a business jet developed by Canada and later produced by Bombardier Aerospace. But the Challenger 600 is more of an airliner than a private jet because it offers more cabin space than any similar aircraft. The Challenger 600 has a general convectional configuration with swept flight surfaces like a T-tail and a low-mounted wing. The landing gear is a tricycle, and all gear assemblies feature twin wheels. The main gear is hinged from the wing near the fuselage, while the nose gear retracts forward. The main gear wheel has no covers. Pilots love to fly it because it's relatively economical, quiet, and handles well. Passengers love its transcontinental range as well as the spacious and comfortable cabin. Though the Challenger 600 generally has similar configurations to other jets in its class, it has features that stand out. It has a widened fuselage that allows for a walkabout cabin. The Challenger 600 was among the first business jets to feature a supercritical wing. Canadair described the wing as one of the aircraft's most advanced features. The aircraft can perform short takeoffs while maintaining regular safety and comfort levels, typically associated with larger jetliners. The wing is a modified NASA symmetrical aerofoil with a rounded leading edge, a bunt trailing edge, scalloping off the underside, and an inverted camber. Large milling machines that were claimed to be the most superior in North America in 1978 produced the skins of the wings. Most elements such as the ailerons, leading edge, and flaps feature conventional construction, but some parts such as the fuselage/wing fairing, wingtips, and shrouds are molded out of Kevlar. Bombardier Challenger 600 Performance. Two Avco-Lycoming ALF 502L aircraft engines power the Bombardier Challenger 600. These engines are modified to add supercharger phases to the low-pressure compressor, allowing it to achieve more than 7,500 pounds of thrust during takeoff. The engine has an inspection interval of 6,000 hours. The engines are mounted on the rear fuselage adjacent to the plane's tail, which provides smooth airflow even when flying at high angles of attack. Thrust reversers fitted with the engines reduce landing distances. A secondary power output starts the engine and provides the cabin with air conditioning while on the ground. The Challenger 600 has a range of 2,909 nautical miles and can cross the United States non-stop. It has a top speed of 443 knots at 39,000 feet altitude, far above most planes. Alternatively, it can cruise at 425 knots at 43,000 feet altitude for long-range trips. At its long-range performance levels, it burns 1,710 pounds of fuel every hour, or 1,920 pounds per hour at its top speed. It consumes 262 gallons of fuel every hour on average. The plane can take off 5,700 feet at sea level and requires a landing distance of 2,538 feet. The business jet has 4 backup power systems. The 115 VAC 400 Hz electrical system is the primary system, which produces more power than the DC systems typically installed in business jets. The first backup system is an AC alternator. An Allied Signal GTCP 36 APU and another AC and air-driven generator, ADG, serve as the second and third backup systems. These systems power most of the plane's functions, including landing flights, wing flaps, hydraulic pumps, and various anti-ice systems. The plane's bleed air controls environmental systems and starts the engines. Bombardier Challenger 600 interior. The cabin space is supreme to any other jet in its class, with a height of 6.1 feet, a width of 8.2 feet, and it is approximately 28 feet long. The door height is around 5 feet 8 inches, and the width is 3 feet. It is typically configured to seat 9 to 12 passengers and 2 crew seats, but can be configured to seat a maximum of 19 passengers. The cabin space makes it a very roomy private jet. There is a 115 cubic foot internal compartment for storing baggage located. The cabin is absolutely sleek and beautiful. It is not only comfortable due to its size, but for its very low vibration and noise levels. The plane has single seats and a couch that passengers can convert into a bed. The standard executive aircraft configuration cabin is divided between 2 seating sections and the forward gallery. The seating sections are fitted with a 4-chair club section, which is followed by either divans or a conference grouping area, and a lavatory is located at the aft end. The seats swivel around to various angles, which is ideal for passengers who want to have conversations or meetings. They recline and have a footrest that lifts when you press a button on the armrest. The plane is full of technology with an entire sound system, remote control for sound, temperature, lights, and a TV. Foldable tables attached to the cabin walls are available, together with 2 wardrobes, one at the front and another at the back, for storing small items and hand luggage. The maximum cabin altitude for the Challenger 600 is 7,000 feet, smaller than other similar jets. Bombardier Challenger 600 Cockpit. The cockpit features the Sperry SPZ 650 analog flight guidance system. It includes a GNS 500 VLF/Omega navigation system, a dual-control SPZ 650 autopilot control system, Primus 400 weather radar, and other situational awareness systems. The system incorporates air data computers and a flight director that is typical on larger commercial aircrafts. The system is certified for Category 3A automatic landings. The flight control system has significant redundancy, such as 3 individual hydraulic systems. Even with complete loss or failure of one actuator, a possible level of assisted control over the main flight surfaces remain available. Marconi-built solid-state and weather radar instrument displays come as standard. A Collins-built radio set with optional radio-based long-range equipment, like VHF navigational aids and an HF radio set, can be installed. Challenger 600 interesting facts. Now that we understand the performance, cabin and cockpit, let's look at some interesting facts about the Bombardier Challenger 600. It's more than 2 decades old. The Challenger 600 was initially developed in the mid-1970s, and Buffett bought his plane over 20 years ago. There are 65 Bombardier Challenger 600 in operation today. 1 is in shared ownership, while 64 are wholly owned. North America has the most significant number of Challenger 600 at 75%, followed by Asia at 14%. The Bombardier Challenger 600 was launched on October 29, 1976, with firm orders for 53 aircrafts. The aircraft's fuel tanks can carry up to 14,661 pounds of fuel, almost half of the aircraft's empty weight. What do you like about Warren Buffett's Bombardier Challenger? Leave your comments below. Please subscribe and like this video for more.